What you eat for breakfast sets the tone for the rest of your day. But we live in a world with lots of options. So how do we know we're really nailing the so-called most important meal of the day? Here are the breakfast foods to pass on in favor of optimal health. Smoothies. They may seem like a great choice because they're loaded with lots of fruit, but according to the British Heart Foundation, smoothies might also pack more sugar than you think. The foundation claims, if you blend fruit, the natural sugars are released from within the cell walls of the fruit and become free sugars. Free sugars include any added sugars, including honey and maple syrup, and are the kind we should all be cutting down on to protect our teeth and maintain a healthy weight. But there's another bummer. Breakfast in liquid form may not satisfy your hunger. A study from Purdue University found a distinct difference in the feeling of fullness between solid and liquid foods. Despite all the fruits and veggies blended in your smoothie, you may find yourself reaching for more snacks to satisfy that hunger. Cereal. The cereal aisle is filled with plenty of options to fill your bowl, but don't be fooled by that super fun packaging. Scientists and doctors warn of the consequences of a diet high in sugar, and one major sugar bomb is cereal. Authority Nutrition reports, starting the day with a high-sugar breakfast cereal will spike your blood sugar and insulin levels. A few hours later, your blood sugar may crash and your body will crave another high-carb meal or snack, thus creating a vicious cycle of overeating. The nutrition site points out that even though brands boast health benefits, sugar is a leading ingredient in this processed food. To avoid a Fruit Loop fail, skip this aisle completely. Instant oatmeal. Pre-mixed oatmeal seems like a healthy option, but just like cereal, these packets are often loaded with sugar, and even the pre-portioned oats have lost valuable nutrition. According to Prevention, the oats in these packets are highly processed and lower in fiber than rolled or steel-cut oats. Like cereal, these packets will leave you wanting more after the unavoidable sugar crash. You may even find yourself reaching for snacks by mid-morning to ward off those pesky hunger pangs. Granola. The New York Times reports that granola products are a billion-dollar industry. But don't let those dollar signs fool you into thinking that granola's a great choice. Some granolas can actually contain more sugar than a donut or a cup of ice cream. As nutritionist Andy Bellotti told The Times, at its most basic level, granola is just super sweet, crunchy oatmeal. Apart from some specialty brands, you can't find unsweetened granola. Bagels. Perhaps nothing says breakfast more than a bagel. That dense, chewy dough may seem like a great option, but the sad truth is that bagels contain little nutritional value and your body processes whatever's left as sugar. SF Gate breaks down the facts, saying, a 6-inch bagel contains 66 grams of carbohydrates and almost no fiber, protein, or fat. So give this dough a hard no. Donuts. Donuts are definitely having their moment, but this sugary treat won't do you any favors for breakfast. Donuts are loaded with sugar and are also packed with trans fat and another sneaky additive, sodium. According to SF Gate, a package of mini donuts contains between 250 and 360 milligrams of sodium, depending on what flavor you've chosen. Too much salt in your system will cause your body to retain fluids, creating extra stress on your heart. Do your body a favor and grab an apple instead. Muffins. Breakfast in the shape of dessert? Not your best bet. Muffins are basically twinning with cupcakes and are loaded with sugar and fat. The American Institute for Cancer Research offers some real numbers, reporting, most muffins contain from 11 to 27 grams of total fat. Of that total, 2 to 8 grams are saturated fat. Grabbing a muffin at your local Starbucks seems like a great on-the-go option, but it will only lead to sugar crashes and eventually your very own muffin top. Bacon and sausage. If you want to avoid the sugar bonanza packed into so many common breakfast foods, it might make sense to go savory with something like sausage or bacon.
It's bacon!
Sadly, most breakfast meats are highly processed and are not heart-healthy options. Authority Nutrition reported that Harvard researchers have found that every 1.8 ounces of processed meat you eat per day raises your heart disease risk by 42% due to excessive amounts of sodium. Processed meats have also been linked to high blood pressure and cancer. Bye-bye, breakfast sausage. Alternative eating. So what can you eat for breakfast? Don't worry, you've got great options. If you love cereal or prepackaged oatmeal, replace that with steel-cut oatmeal. Steel-cut oats are packed with B vitamins, calcium, protein, and fiber. Just add your favorite toppings for even more nutrients. Greek yogurt is another great option that will leave you feeling satisfied. And if you need a sweet fix in the AM, fruit can satisfy your craving. If you want to amp up your protein intake, eggs are the perfect option, and you can cook them up in a variety of different ways. Eating the right foods in the morning will nourish you throughout your day and ultimately your life. Thanks for watching! Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out this other cool stuff we know you'll love too.